Good day, everyone. My name is Mary Rose Daan, and for today's video, I am going to impart my best learned topic in Chapter 3 Portfolios, Paper, and Digital. Before anything else, let me discuss what is a portfolio. A portfolio is a combination of materials that exemplifies your beliefs, skills, qualifications, education, training, and experiences. It provides insight into your personality and work ethic. In an educative perspective, a portfolio is a purposeful, systematic process of collecting and evaluating student formative and or summative assessments to document progress toward the attainment of learning targets. It includes guidelines for the selection of contents, criteria for scoring, and student reflection. Furthermore, they are prominently used in art, architecture, modeling, photography, and journalism. They are subjected to document proficiency, skill, style, and talent with examples of actual work. This being said, portfolio engages both teachers and students to the new instructional approaches that emphasize the student's role in constructing understanding and the teacher's role in promoting understanding. So there are various ways in implementing a specific portfolio. So I mean, I will rely on my experiences that will help you understand what is really a portfolio. Okay, so stay with me. Okay, so there are various ways in implementing a portfolio assessment. First is you have to review with your students, and you need to explain what is involved and what they will be doing. So, instruction is really a must to be able to give your students a clear guide and to keep them on track as to how to do and accomplish the given task. Okay, so second is you have to show examples like, okay, class, this is a portfolio and this is what it looks like. Okay, so on the first page, it consists the table of contents and the like. Second is that is your learning experiences together with your pictures. Okay, so that's it. Next is you have to give students opportunities to ask questions because this will only be their way to suffice their thirst in, understanding. Because there are certain points na maybe wala nila kaayo na gets. That's why they're asking questions. So, as teachers, we don't need to be so strict that will disable them to be vocal. Kay we are setting standards, and in order to reach that, we have to be transparent as much as we could. Okay? So, lastly is to provide just enough structure to get them started. This is one way of saying na dili pwede ta mag-spoon feed. Spoon feeding is not applicable as of these days because we're more on facilitating our students na. So we have to just give them a structure or a format as to how the portfolio is done, and the remaining obligations are their responsibilities. Okay? Or the remaining parts are their obligations. So, second is to supply the content. Supplying the content could be from the vote of the teacher, the student, or both. Pwede pod na magpa-vote ta, and whoever gets the vote of the majority or the decision of the majority, then it will be implemented. Like for instance, okay, so na ay duha ka choices whether to um, have your content as your learning experiences sa imong OJT or sa imong performance task, which is which. Okay? So, for instance, ang vote sa majority is naadto dito sa performance task. So, mao ni ang ato ang content. Okay? So, third one is organize the portfolio with a table of content. So, that's what I have discussed a while ago. Nasa first part, dira makita ang table of contents. Fourth is to have a student self-reflection. It can be challenging yet rewarding. It's because you have extracted their strengths and weaknesses along their experiences. Okay? So, students need to be comfortable, confident, and accurate in analyzing and criticizing their work. Self evaluation activities are needed to be taught. Yes, it is. Okay, so another is we have to use specific items to structure student evaluations. For example, I was a TVL student before, specifically in cookery. So, when we were having our OJT, specifically when we were training on our FBS or the food and beverage services, we were tasked to entertain various customers with various attitude, culture, beliefs, and such. Okay, so for instance, yung specific item natin goes like this. The piece that was my biggest challenge was talking with foreign people because I am not good in speaking English. However, I believe that I overcame such challenge because there were people who believed in me and of course in my capacity in overcoming such challenges. Alright. Next is to give students less structure, ask questions such as what did you learn from writing this piece? What would you have done differently if you had more time? What are your greatest strengths and weaknesses in this sample? What problems or obstacles did you experience when doing this? How did your selection change from rough draft to final copy? As you have observed, the following questions were in form of a open response because we are extracting the opinions, beliefs, and explanations of our students. And this will be the time to give them a formative assessment na we should give them feedback specifically if they have enlisted many weaknesses. So that's the time na mahatag tag feedback in order for it to be changed. I mean, let it be their strengths in due time. Okay, so this is what I have learned in chapter 3. Thank you and God bless.